were to go to the mountains in this car, you would have a freaking blast. Speaking of other modern Japanese cars, I will say I do like the sound of this more than I did the new NSX, if that means anything to you.
So then, what's my final verdict on the new Toyota Supra? Should you avoid it? Should you consider it? Should you shortlist it? Or should you just go right ahead and buy it? Well, I reckon you should just go right ahead and buy the new Toyota Supra if you can get your hands on one. Yeah, the Supra fanboys may go, oh, it's not a proper Toyota, but it's a great sports car, good value for money, and it comes with Toyota's 5-year warranty.
Hell yeah, son! Hell yeah! The Supra rules, dude. This thing is great fun. Oh man, I'm having a good time. Yeah. Good throttle response for the slidies. Well guys, listen, I hope that video did not disappoint. The car has not disappointed. The car is lovely, it's fun, it's balanced, it's responsive. You know, you want more power, it's a B58. You're gonna get more power. The aftermarket will handle that. But it's comfortable on the street. It's reasonably practical. I could fit my camera case in the trunk along with some other stuff. The radio's good, the air conditioning's cold. And it's a Supra. It is a Supra, but today's market demands a more well-rounded Supra. You can't just build a runway missile today. It needs to do everything, and aces. So shout out to Toyota. Thank you for having me out, flying me, putting me up, and good job. Good job. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you soon.
Today, a lot of car companies are trying to bring all that aftermarket business back in-house, and it's nice to see that Toyota is actually working with aftermarket suppliers to make this vehicle not only tunable but much more customizable, and they've created a platform that they want you to customize. So keep that in mind if you've got one of these on order. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Car. Check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and Toyota A90 Mark V tuning reviews. See you guys next time. Ciao.
This might be the last of its type, at least from Toyota, and so if it came down to not having a Supra or having this, I mean, this is a phenomenal car on its own, and so even those haters should appreciate that. If you enjoy gasoline engines that crackle and pop like crazy and just all that fun stuff, you know, enjoy it while it's here. I'm just so happy that Toyota worked this out with BMW, and they have this fantastic new Supra. I think the aftermarket's going to be hugely supportive of it as well. That should, you know, fix any other flaws that anyone has, you know, that they want to critique about it. And yeah, I think it's just fantastic. So anyway, that's enough of me, you know, sitting here just in love with this thing. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on the Supra in the comments below. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
The second I get into this vehicle, I say to myself, yeah, I am in part, at least when I look at kind of the layout and the switchgear in a BMW, but you know, that's a pretty darn good thing. Nothing feels out of place, nothing feels like, well, I don't know what this button does or what that switch does. So even though this is probably not classic Toyota design, in a lot of ways, that's a good thing because it is classic BMW design, and BMWs are designed to be fast on the Autobahn and fast on the track. If you live somewhere it snows, the Supra might be, well, a little problematic for you because it only comes with these Michelin Super Sport summer tires. There's no all-season available. They're also offset. Let me check my notes. These guys are 255/35 R19s. In the back, 275/35 R19s, 19x9, 19x10. So it's basically set up as a pure performance car. Snow, good luck. I started this review by asking a simple question. Is this Toyota Supra worth twice as much as this 86? And the answer is just as straightforward, hell yeah!
And so that's the 2020 Toyota Supra. This car is fine, just fine. fine. It's not an amazing legend revival like many of us were hoping for and dreaming about. Truthfully, this is a fun car. It's fun to drive, it's fantastic. I think it looks good, and it's a great sports car. But that's all it is. This isn't going to be selling for $100,000 at collector car auctions in 20 years like the old Supra. What this car is, though, is a good starting point, a good building block on which more Supra versions can come. And I seriously hope that this is just the beginning of the Supra revival, with more powerful, more exciting versions on the horizon. But given that we all demanded that from Toyota with the FRS BRZ 86 and it never came, I feared that this is all the Supra we may ever get, which again is fine, just fine.
So what we have here is no modernized classic. Sure, there are some hints of the MK4 in its DNA, but the 2020 Supra is a modern sports car from the ground up. It has everything you need, including tons of power and exceptional handling, and unrivaled style to match. Haters be damned, the 2020 Supra definitely lives up to the hype.
Happy, really, really happy.
This has a Toyota badge on it, and it's built in Austria by BMW.
Yeah.
So, you know, I come back to, do I personally wish this was a Toyota-only product? I do. But it wouldn't exist. And so
agree.
I would rather it's
Absolutely.
here and it be this good than stress about which parts Toyota did and which parts Toyota didn't. I don't know why you would throw this out because of the collaboration.
Yeah.
And if you're going to shop
Away.
the competitors, honestly, if you're going to drive a Corvette, if you're going to drive a Cayman, you need to drive this because I think it is a viable alternative option. And I suspect it's going to surprise people.
The question is, as a Cayman owner, am I compelled? Yeah, it's doing everything it can in its power to give me the
All right.
hard sell. And believe
Yeah.
me, I hope Toyota sells a lot of these cars.
Well, especially with the Cayman as the benchmark. That's interesting that you think it's a viable competitor.
Is it?
You always get that little nudge, and that's really fun. I was hesitant of the Supra, how it could perform, how it would feel like based on one, how it looks, two, its connection with BMW, and three, overall, the spec chart, which isn't that impressive compared to every other sports car that costs about 50 grand. But I gotta say, the driving sensation almost makes up for it. This is really fun. And it's fun in a way I'd like to explore a lot more. Whether you're gonna be able to explore this kind of oversteer on a winding track or a windy road at home is a different question, but here on a racetrack, I'm really having a good time. I really like the engine response. The steering has some nice advantages going for it. The brakes, I'm not sure if they'll survive track use. They are getting a little soft as even during this lapping. We have a lot of people rotating through these cars, but overall, a solid, enjoyable driving experience that I think Supra fans should look forward to.